Hey, team, we are here for chest, triceps, a little bit of core work. Um, so you know the deal, chest press weight. Actually, you don't know the deal because sometimes we do push-ups, sometimes we do chest presses. I'm using the bench today. Highly recommend. You could also do your chest presses from the floor. Nothing wrong with a floor press. If you're looking to PR and you don't have a spotter, you might want to consider a chest press machine if you're taking this workout to the gym with you. Um, so let me go ahead and get some space. Probably gonna scoot this in a little bit, but first superset, we do have chest presses. We're working with a 6 to 8 rep range, which means I want you pushing that volume. Okay, so 6 to 8 reps. How can we max out within that rep range? What kind of volume does that look like? We're gonna alternate with our passovers. So if you do not have a weighted med ball or slam ball, you could totally get by with light dumbbells or moderate dumbbells. I'll show you the options um, that you have for this particular movement if this is not in your setup, okay? Superset number 2, we've got our overhead extensions, seated, standing, kneeling, doesn't matter. And then in our triset, we have our chest fly. So grab your regular chest fly weight. We've got some tricep dips. We've got a core exercise that I love on the bench, which is super different. And that's going to be that, y'all. Very simple. Simple profile is the name of the game today. So I already warmed up, stretched out, did some chest openers in my warm up. Go ahead, take that time, 5 to 10 minutes of dynamic stretching. If you have not already, please do not go into a chest warm up totally cold without working any mobility. All right. So let me scoot in my bench. Let me demo these pass offs. I love, love, love this move. And if you're at the gym with you, you can also opt for a decline weighted sit up instead. That could be your alternative. If you're at the gym, you want to move quick, you want to bounce from bench to equipment that's nearby, totally can. Okay. So here's what we're looking for in our pass off. Again, just use a light to moderate weight if you do not have a ball. Now, I want to try to reach as far forward as possible to stretch my range of motion. Each time you come back with the ball counts as 1 rep. Cool? So when we're going back, just body weight, nothing. Basically 2 reps. All right. I'm gonna kick it off with my 30s. If you're bench pressing, please do the same thing and have a spotter, please. Don't say I didn't warn you. Most people working a bench press alongside you are happy to spot if you just go ahead and ask. In this position, I'm getting my shoulder blades kind of nailed into my bench. I'm arching that back, driving through those heels, protecting my shoulders and working the chest. Tempo is important. Range of motion is important. Focus on the path in which your weight is traveling, your range of motion, your speed. Now safely de-rack. Do not let gravity take your weights down to either side. Please be in control. I think I was literally like, I don't want to say today years old, but it was very recently. I truly learned like proper
chest press form. So if you've been doing it wrong like most of your life or whatever, it's okay. Now you know, and that's the important part. Halfway there. Good. So you should always be ending with the ball behind you. We've got 4 sets of these, guys. It's the only thing we got 4 sets of. If you need a bit more recovery, go ahead and take it. Halfway there. Woo. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. 2 down, 2 to go. Say 2 down, 2 to go. All right. Now, if you're like me and you keep one like heavy dumbbell in your house, like a 50, 60, 70, something like that, and you want to progress, but you don't have the other weight, just go single arm. Just go single arm. Even if you get 6 reps of each side, that may be what I do for my last set. We'll see. We'll see how things go here. So it's going to take you a bit longer, but if you're confident in that, then that's a very good option for you. Now, if you're letting a certain weight intimidate you, or you've got kind of like a mental block, just remember, if you're able to do push-ups from your toes, you're pushing up your body weight. All right, if you're able to do pull-ups with a little bit of assistance, either with a resistance band or a little bit of weight on the assisted pull-up machine, you're very, very close to being able to pull up your body weight. which would mean you can bend over row probably more than you think. You could chest press probably more than you think, or bench press. All right, so start to give yourself a little bit more credit with your pushes and your pulls, hinges and squats. So if you're able to see what you can do body weight wise, technique wise, I mean, gosh, even if you're able to do jump squats, I know we don't have jump squats in our programming, but that's an explosive body weight movement. Good, we're halfway. Woo. Oh, weighted core. Damn. Weighted core. Okay, last set, best set. Last little sip of water before our last set in our first superset. All right, here we go. If you need to give your core a minute to breathe, do some cat-cows, do some child's pose stretching. Especially after this set, you might need one of those. Or more than halfway. Come on, keep pushing. Oh, so close. So close. Oh. Whew. I knew that undefeated streak was going to be busted at some point. Oh, I knew it. All right, overhead extensions. Whew. We've got, what's our rep range here? 8 to 10. 8 to 10 reps. So I'm going for 20. This is a standalone move right here. I'm gonna add 2 more reps. because I do want to focus on endurance for smaller muscles like triceps, so I'm going to change that to 8 to 12. Just because I will not be ready to progress to 30s anytime soon, which is okay. So we're going to work on stretching reps. Another progression option you might want to consider if you're really working on stability, balance stability, you can take a seated position, and in this position you're really relying a lot on the core to keep you nice and upright. You might want to take a lower weight for this progression, but this is really, really good for postpartum mamas, anybody really focusing on rehabbing that deep core. It's important to take positions that really do allow for you to bring in that core awareness, to add some deep breath work and to add some stability into exercises that you wouldn't necessarily think, like, you know, we're working triceps here, but in this position, looks like I'm bringing in my core and I'm calling for that low back to stay nice and neutral all throughout. So you get so many other added benefits when you are taking specific progressions. Here we go. Feel the difference? And you can do this with your overhead pressing. Single arm overhead press is how I prefer this seated stance. Remember, 8 to 12, you don't have to be married to a set number of reps at all, okay? At all. Awesome. 2 down, 1 to go. 2 down, 1 to go. Whew, a little added hip flexor work too. I'm gonna go back to that kneel position because I feel like I do get a little bit better range of motion. So I'm able to keep my neck a lot more neutral right here. But there's no right or wrong. You take whatever progression works for you. We're gonna move into our tricep next. 10 reps for each exercise. Each exercise beginning with a chest fly. If you're at the gym, you could choose a cable fly, standing position. That'll work fine. I'm using a bench, and we're gonna go into core, finish with tricep dips. Again, any tricep dip variation you prefer. Awesome, awesome. Okay. I think I'm gonna use 10s. Yeah. Indigo 10s for my flies. You do you, we've got 10 reps each. Literally no rest. So right from here, elbow slightly bent, squeeze that chest. Right from here into a little single arm, single leg toe touch. Okay. So we want to take a slight lean in this position, opposite arm, opposite leg, boom, toe touch. Ten each. Knees bent or straight. Elbows to the back of the room, no chicken arms, nothing like this. Fingertips pointed straight. Hands literally right by the hips. Keep the booty tight to the bench, as tight as you can. Here we go, round 2 of 3. I used to love this move so much. It's been a while since I brought it into programming. Might be the first time even. The hip flexors. Here we go, last set by set. Take a minute, take a breather, take a 15-20 second shakeout if you need it. Excuse me. Whew, here we go. Breathe it out, last 10. All in this together. Come on, that final stretch. We can see that finish line. It's in plain view now. Go hydrate, eat, stretch, move. Move outside of this workout today. Move your legs, walk. Oh, stretch, eat your protein, eat your carbs. Hydrate. Get a good night's sleep. Manage your stress. Slay the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.